Hey there, comic book fans. Last week I took a look at the Daredevil Chronicles, so this week I figure I'll take a look at the X-Men Chronicles. Comic from the early 80s. Well, it's not a comic, it's a book. It's a comic about comics. I probably haven't had this open since the 80s. But if you wanted some information on the X-Men and it was 1982, you could get some here. Long before the World Wide Web and all that other stuff we got now. It looks like a Dave Cockrum cover with some fully painted painting. In the back cover, don't know who it's by, but I don't think he's a professional just yet. I think his credits on the inside front cover. We'll have to look. But from, what is it, Fanco? The X-Men Chronicles. Yeah, Fantico Enterprises, Albany, New York. Didn't know they were in Albany. Back, center spread by Bill Anderson. Back cover by J.A. Flood. All right. The Daredevil Chronicles had a Marvel logo on it. This one doesn't. I wonder if this one came first. Oh, 1981. I think it did. And then they got a license or something like that. But I guess we start out in 19 C. Ryan. Yeah, this one looks like it's got fan art or in it more than the Daredevil one had professional art in it. So maybe this one was done without Marvel's official license, because X-Men characters are trademarked and copyright of Marvel Comics Group, but I don't think it says anything about Marvel Comics Group in there. Anderson, is that the same, what's his name? Anderson. Bill Anderson? I wonder if that's the same Anderson. D.A. Patterson. A little comedy. Guy Burwell and Bill Anderson's ink in that one. So I guess Bill Anderson had something to do with this. I wonder if he's in the contributing, let's see. Thanks to Danny Fingeroth, Marvel, Fred Hembeck, Jim Shooter, Marvel, Irene Vartanoff, DC. Special thanks to Bill Anderson down there. So I guess he did a lot of the inking work, if not drawing work for them. X-Men, Ross and Thomas. It's funny because I forget, what name did Werner Roth used a different name. Matter of fact, I have the, that just reminds me, right next to me is this one, which I still have out of the library. What was Werner Roth's name in here? Because they had him credited as something. He used a pseudonym. Jack Kirby. That's not Werner Roth yet. Must be later on. Jay Gavin. There we go. And I can remember it wasn't until years and years later I saw that name Jay Gavin on the X-Men. I was like, Jay Gavin? Who's Jay Gavin? How come I'd never heard of Jay Gavin before? It's because it was Werner Roth who made a, how to use a pen name for as many issues, early issues of the X-Men. More C. Ryan. X-Men, yet not X-Men. Oh, is this the Inferior Five? Yeah, that was DC's comedy book from the 60s that was kind of making fun of the X-Men, I think. I've never actually read the Inferior Five, so I don't know. But there they are. Inferior Five, copyright DC. So you get a little Inferior Five info in here. Nice Inferior Five shot. Oh, who's this? Chris O'Leary and Bill Anderson. That Nightcrawler looks familiar. I wonder if the pose is a figure swipe. But I'm guessing it's Bill Anderson who's making it look all slick and polished there, the inker. Jim Shooter interview. More of this D.A. Patterson and Bill Anderson. Who is this? Heike 81 and Anderson. I'm guessing Anderson's given all these drawings a nice polish, because, you know, that's fan work right there. So Bill Anderson's making it more presentable. Ups and Downs with Uncanny X-Men by Sandy Hausler. Don't know who that did that one. There's another fan work Wolverine drawing. see, what else do we have? Oh, there's the center spread coming up. Or there's the Alien, C. Ryan, with his own inks. Wholesale Comic Investments. O'Leary and Anderson, they got their hands on some nice Zipatone for that one. I guess they're telling you how much do we really make with this? Well, let's say you bought 1,000 copies of the X-Men 137 at a 50% discount. It would have cost you $375. Today you could easily get $2.50 a piece for them. That makes your total investment worth $2,500. Not bad for a 15-month wait. Ah, the dream of comics investing. There we go. It lives on to this day. There's our center spread by Bill Anderson. The Bill Anderson center spread isn't nearly as polished as all the stuff he's inking. Bill Anderson, was he the guy who... Oh, I can't remember. I know the name Bill Anderson. Did he go on to do Femforce and that stuff? I can't remember who that was. There's Wolverine and Phoenix looking very short. Here's what if Smilin' Ed Smiley bought a case of X-Men 94 brand new? What then? Oh, we get a whole... Well, we got 4 pages. A 4-page comic strip. Does it go on even further? A 6-page comic strip on what if Smilin' whoever bought a case of X-Men 94. I actually recognize this kind of character right there. He must have been doing some other work, but I don't remember it. Let's see what else we got here. New Kids on the Block, a discussion of the X-Men and the new Teen Titans. There's some fan art, new Teen Titans. And some fan art. Who is that? Is that Starfire? I don't even remember. Or is that Storm? I can't even remember who had that weird belly thingy outfit. Now there's Starfire. Is that Raven? I don't know. I can't even tell with this fan art sometimes. True Fan Adventures by Ward O. Batty. Wolverine playing the piano joke. Oh no, everyone's leaving, the X-Men is over, my life is over. I think that's Sugar and Spike down there. Yeah, after the Daredevil Chronicles had a lot better art in it. Ah, and here's the X-Men checklist. Like I said, checklists were hard to find in 1981. You really couldn't. This goes through, I wonder if it goes through the, well, that's all the reprint stuff. I wonder if it gives you the X-Men appearances not in the X-Men, or is this just the X-Men? I think it's just the X-Men magazine. Let's see if it gives you those other appearances that happened. Giant size, king size special. What's this over here? Reprints. Oh, cover artists. They list all the cover artists and what issues they did. That might have been handy if you're collecting cover artists. Ah, here we go. X-Men appearances and other titles. This is how you could find the stuff when the X-Men was in reprints. Miscellaneous. Comics Journal 50. Comics Journal 57. School for Gifted Youngsters. Closed. Off Saving the Universe. Back in 30 days. So there you go. I must say the Daredevil Chronicles had a lot better art in it. They must have done this first, had all the fan art in it, and then made some deal with Marvel where they got some actual Marvel art in it, because they had that, in the Daredevil one they had a Byrne piece, a Perez piece, and all that Frank Miller artwork. So it was a different sort of, this was a total fan put together one. And then I guess they went pro after they sold some copies and got a little money. All right. The magazine for X-Men fans. There you go. A little bit of X-Men, a little bit of Dave Cockrum, a little bit of whoever this guy is, and a little bit of everybody else.